FM. Les informés, 19h, 20h, Abdelkrim Brahma.
In the wake of a string of terror attacks across France, Beurre FM has become the voice of France's Islamic community. Serving up a daily dose of talk, music and news, the radio station has become a staple for listeners who are hungry for answers. And they don't shy away from controversial topics.
The problem is we live in a country where the Prime Minister himself said that to explain is to already excuse. So from that moment, we put a stop to any attempt of explanation. It's a kind of censorship. We don't respect that injunction. We debate. We try to understand the phenomenon of radicalization. We try to get to know these young people. How a young man born and raised in France like me ended up leaving for Syria and joining ISIL and comes back here to kill dozens of people.
But it's not just men. There is an increasing concern about women and minors being radicalised. In the past few weeks, 4 women have been arrested in France. Authorities say they were planning to blow up a car and that the attack was imminent. 3 teens have also been detained. Investigators say one youth, aged just 14 or 15, had been in touch with French extremist Rachid Kassim and volunteered to carry out a terror attack. Women have long featured in jihadist circles, but largely in secondary roles, as propagandists, wives and mothers for a next generation of jihadis. But Mathieu Souk, who wrote a book called Wives of Jihadis, says it's really not surprising that women are playing a more active role in terrorism.
Because this is Islamic terrorism. We have our own prejudgments regarding the veil. We tell ourselves they are victims, they have been brainwashed, they are in love with their husbands, they are under the spell of their husbands. They are psychologically weak, physically weak. But a woman, as much as a man, can be the perpetrator of violence.
France is, of course, no stranger to terrorism, but the foiling of these recent plots has perhaps revealed an alarming new trend, and many are wondering whether ISIL's new strategy is to use women and children to carry out attacks here. Kate Parkinson, CCTV, Paris.